Hey everybody, it's Chase with AV Pop Culture again, and today we're here to talk about shopping for used 4Ks, Blu-rays, and hard to find movies online at one of our favorite places to get all of our physical media at Orbit DVD. So pop that tape in, I got you, let's go do this. All right, so there are a lot of places that, a lot of us, including me, we go out on hunt videos. We look for places like CD Warehouse, Second and Charles, Goodwill, Movie Trading Company, all those type of places like that where we go and look for used physical media, pick up some good movies at good prices. But there is a place that we use all the time. A lot of us in this physical media world, movie collectors, movie buyers, and that is Orbit DVD. And I like to get used movies for them. A lot of people don't realize that they have a whole used movie section, and a lot of times you can find some really hard to find stuff at pretty good prices, and you know that it is going to be good quality because they check it over and all that kind of stuff. So they buy, sell, trade, all that kind of stuff. And the same deal applies there. If you buy 3 movies from them, you get free shipping. So even if they're used, you get free shipping. And I, just for the hell of it, the other day, I was looking at some used stuff. They keep you up to date on Instagram and different places when new stuff comes in that's used. And I was just looking around and I found some cool stuff and I wanted to share it with you. The first thing I found, it kind of goes to how they do business. The first thing I found was this MVD release. I believe it's MVD. Yeah, MVD visual release 5/25/77. Now, this is a Blu-ray, so this is like a Star Wars kind of based film, little nerd filmmaker dude. So I saw this, and it was super cheap. It was like $7.99, $9.99, and I was like, I gotta get that. I want to check it out. Now, they told me when I made my order, they contacted me immediately and told me that the case was broken, right? That the case was broken. So what did they do? They included a new case. They wanted to notify me that they gave me the opportunity to cancel it in my order. But I said, no, that's okay. And they sent me a replacement case right along with it. And they sent the original so that, you understood where it came from and all that. So that's just a nice way to do business. And I picked up this movie and watched it. It's kind of interesting. I mean, the kid wants to be a filmmaker and all that kind of stuff. And it's, I can never remember the guy's name. But he's a director too. Crap. John Francis Daly. The main role is kind of like about him. That's him there. But good movie, kind of little indie movie, a little different, a little kitschy, all that. But I wanted to check it out, and I didn't want to pay full price for it, and I got it. And so I'm like making the rest of the order, and I come across Wolf. This is one of my favorite werewolf movies. Actually, I didn't have it in the collection because you can't really get a good Blu-ray that I found domestically. This is from Indicator, and this is Jack Nicholson, Michelle Pfeiffer. You got James Spader in here, and this thing is in like perfect condition. Nothing wrong with this whatsoever. I want to say it was like $15 for the Blu-ray. Perfect condition. And of course, this is a region-free Blu-ray. So I grabbed that, and I'm looking around, and I could not believe this movie is extremely hard to find a lot of the times. This is Coherence. This is the Blu-ray. This is a twisted, like very, very low micro budget sci-fi. I've talked about it on a list of mind-bending sci-fi movies. I love this movie. As an indie filmmaker, as someone who likes sci-fi movies, deep thinking, like cosmic mini worlds theory, all kinds of stuff. It's all here. It's kind of scary almost the way it's done. But this was released by Oscilloscope. And like I said, this is a micro budget film. So this movie doesn't just grow on trees. It's not the easiest always to find. And then to be able to grab it for $9.99, I was all over that. Perfect condition here. You can see this has reversible art with it still. And I was all over being able to grab this because it's usually just, I mean, it's low budget, micro budget. There's a difference. I mean, we're talking $10,000 or under here. I think micro is anything under 100,000, under 50,000, but they were under more like $20,000 or less for this movie. So, love it. Just absolutely one of my favorites. So I'm picking up some of my favorites in my collection here. So now I've got 3, so I've got free shipping, but I keep on cruising because I'm like, okay, well that's 3 awesome movies, and I'm like at $30 or so, a little less, something like that, $30. And I come across this movie, which has since gotten an announcement of a new Blu-ray scan. But this is a movie that it's going to be on a list, and I had seen this before. This movie is absolutely batshit crazy. It is a exploitation style movie, and I am talking about Mad Foxes. Now, you're not watching this movie for any kind of like cinematic achievement or anything. This is just, it's a notorious film. So this actually came from Full Moon Direct. This is the uncut version of this movie, and it's all of that. It's very exploitation, and it has all of that in there. It's very hard to find. And now, of course, I get it. So you are all welcome if you were looking for this, because since then they've announced the Blu-ray of this. But I picked this up because it was going to be on a couple of videos. It's still going to be. I'm going to talk about this, but this movie is crazy and very hard to find. They have they have a whole section that says out of print and hard to find in their used stuff. So this movie definitely out there, and just one that is crazy to find in the wild. Like, I still consider this, it's not shopping in the wild. I'm not out there looking around and stuff, but it still has a little bit of thrill of the hunt, because you're going through here and you don't know what's turned in. You don't know who's got it. A lot more people have access to it. So while it's not the same as finding it in the wild, you're probably going to have more of a boutique selection, a more of a rare finds, out of print finds selection here than you're going to have in the wild. Like this one, maybe I could find in the wild on like a DVD, but not from the Indicator. But I'm not so sure that you find any of these 3 in the wild, like without being very, very, very lucky, like out in a brick and mortar store. Can't say it won't happen, but it doesn't really happen too often. And Mad Foxes, one that's hard to come across, and I picked that one up as well. I also wanted to mention that every now and then they'll have like non-slip cover. You'll get a lot of boutique stuff that comes back in with non-slip covers, or if they just announced a new 4K are coming or whatever. I was able to pick up this a while ago. It wasn't on this haul, but I was able to pick this up brand new from Arrow, $7.99. So a lot of times they'll have like some stuff that is discounted. Like this is the Arrow Blu-ray of Reanimator that I got for $7.99. Now I cannot wait to get the Ignite Films 4K because I love this movie. But I was able to pick that up too. So every now and then you'll see that they'll have that. They'll have Scratch and Dent. And like, I mean, Arrow or Orbit's not like sponsoring this video at all. I just use them all the time. And a lot of people don't know about the 3 free. You get any 3 movies. You buy any 3 movies, you get the free shipping. So sometimes I will find something else because it's like $6 for shipping, right? So if I've got 2 movies in there I want, a lot of times I'll look for something else that's like $15 or $20 because in my mind, I'm spending that next $6 anyway to ship. So if I can find something that's 12, 15, 20 bucks, you're getting $6 off that essentially, because you're going to have to spend that $6 for shipping. So it becomes a really good deal at that point. And you can get something like this. But then my big thing that I found, and this was only 12 bucks, $12 for this. I am a huge Superman fan. I found this bad boy. This is a huge aluminum case. Just great condition still. There's a little bit of like, I can't tell if it's designed to be this way or not, but there's like a little bit of like maybe like rust spots, but I swear it almost like it's designed to be this way. But this thing is in perfect condition. This is embossed here. And this has all the Superman movies on Blu-ray. So you open this thing up and out comes the movies. Be careful with it. Still has the little stuff in there. So there is your canister. And that is a lenticular cover. Check that out. There's the side. So you've got Superman the movie, a 4-disc special edition, Superman 2, a 2-disc special edition, Superman 2, the Richard Donner cut, Superman 3, the deluxe edition, Superman 4, the Quest for Peace deluxe edition, Superman Returns, a 2-disc collection edition, You Will Believe, the making of a saga. So you got this whole disc by itself. Look Up in the Sky, the amazing story of Superman. So this is a massive release. So now you're going to slide that slipcover off. It has, Brandon Routh on the back. So you slide that off. And here's the Ultimate Superman Collector's Edition. Open it up. You still have all the little inserts there. And, I mean, I know this is DVD. I might have said Blu-ray. This is DVD edition, but it was 12 bucks for this big collector's edition. And you have all of these discs here. I mean, just tons of extra content, all of the movies. To be honest, for a Superman fan, it was worth it for the aluminum embossed box, the lenticular cover, and the you got the Donner cut in here of part 2, but you also have like these other things, like all these special features on discs and everything, the making of Saga on a whole disc by itself. So, you know, there's also Bryan Singer's video journals, and Bryan Singer, but this is a hell of a set for $12. It was $11.99 for this set. Now, I mean, I know there's a 4K set out there of Superman movies, and I need to get them because I am a Superman fan. I'm the biggest Smallville fan, and the original 2 movies. But I just thought this is a hell of a thing to find. Not something you're going to find every day. Yes, it's DVD, but dude, $12 for that set. These are the kind of things that are just absolutely cool that you can run up on, and I mean that's just something I will keep, you know, forever. For 12 bucks, $11.99. So I picked this up, and I got Mad Foxes here, and I got these 3 other Blu-rays, and so I think it was like, what was it? Because this was I think Wolf was the most expensive, and then Mad Foxes. I think those were both. I think so together. I think those were like $25, and then you had $12 for the Superman set, so that was like $37. And then the other 2 were maybe because I don't have my receipt here, but I think it was like $53 altogether for all of these movies. So, and the special collector set, and you know, some of these are just harder to find. This is super hard to find. It's about to get a new release, so that's one thing. But Coherence. So just a cool other option, and all shipped to me within a couple of days for free. And I just wanted to kind of talk about it because I don't know if a lot of people know about their used section. I know that we use eBay a lot. I use eBay a lot. I've had to do it for out of print Aero box, chunky box sets and VSUs and stuff. And some of that will come in every now and then, and Vinegar Syndrome stuff with slips that are used. But eBay can get expensive. You get bidders, you get people buying stuff on eBay that don't know. They kind of like poison the well a little bit, because they're out there buying stuff at twice the price that you can still buy in the store, so it drives up prices. You're not going to get the big gouge up mark from Orbit on this stuff. So if you don't know, I just kind of wanted to throw it out there. A little bit different video, talk about some other places you can pick up used physical media. I'm going to get back out there in the wild. I'm going to do some wilds. I'm going to take a road trip to Orbit here soon. But for right now, I wanted to talk about that. So just make sure you check, and they got some deals. They got a scratch and dent section too. So different things like that. And I just wanted to share it with you. And that's what I got for you today. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. We do all kinds of things here. We do stuff like this, talking physical media. We do hunts in the wild. We do 4K reviews from a fan and filmmaker's perspective. I do lists, rankings, recommendations lists that a lot of people enjoy those. So all kinds of stuff here. And if you want to help support that, you can join right here at my Patreon link or right here on YouTube. The links for both are below. You get your name and lights on every single video. You get behind the scenes special looks at my filmmaking, members only videos, all kinds of stuff. It helps support the channel out there in YouTube land, helps us grow, helps me keep doing this, and I really do appreciate it. But until next time, be kind, rewind like always. This is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.
I know.